Okay, so we'll flip it and we're going to turn you guys onto my screen here. And we're going to get going on this live. Dang it, I can't believe they do that. They make it really hard on your phone to change the orientation of how you are filming. And I would much prefer to film the other way. So by the time I do the next video, I'm literally going to have to Google how that's getting done because it's super annoying. And welcome to the channel today. It's Jolene with Home Stitchery Decor. Let's get everything kind of half set up here. I kind of feel like my phone is going to fall right out of this thing today. There we go. That's a little better. And we'll get the camera moved a little bit. This is why I wanted to do the other orientation, because it was the right way around. Okay, you guys, we're going to sew a jelly roll rug here today. We're going to do the round one. We're going to do the 70s fabric. And we've got a giveaway, of course. Well, the giveaway for the members only giveaway that we do here on the channel. I'm just adjusting how this is so that you guys can actually maybe see me today, because when I rewatched the last video, it was a little annoying. Hello, Heather. Happy, is it St. Patrick's Day today? It might be. Or is that tomorrow? Okay, let's well, we're kind of cattywonker here, but we're going to do what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you guys up on the main television so that I can see the comments as they come through. And this is the rug colors that we're going to be working on. We did a oval one last week, and I said, I'm going to do a round rug. And I said, I have never done a round rug. And I think that's a lie. I think when I was looking back at some old media today, like this morning, I've been working really hard on my Pinterest pins. So there was some stuff on there that I had put on there like the very first few months that I had started working. And lo and behold, there was a round rug in there. And I had completely and utterly forgot that I had made it. Like just gone out of my mind. So once we've got you guys up here, we're going to get going here. We've got a basket. Here is the basket of what we're going to make. This is the color that we're going to do again, this orange one. And then in the foreground here, you'll see this daisy. I don't even have my mic on. It's sitting over here. You'll see this daisy mouse pad and a jelly roll rug. That pile and the whole pile that's underneath it is the members only gift prize. So we are still sitting at 29 members of the channel. And hi, Linda. Woot woot. We're still sitting at 29 members of the channel. We were at 30, then it went down. And I've mentioned this before. I don't know why my nose gets itchy when I'm talking. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers on your screen, but the channel membership goes up and down and up and down, and it's so annoying. But that's just the way it goes. And I think it's just a little bit of like how we put content out and that kind of stuff. So people come and go, then they come back, they forget they followed the channel, and they'll get a reminder when they get on, hey, you joined this channel. Would you like to renew your membership? That kind of thing. And then off we go. Okay, so we're going to start this with my Pfaff. It's the Pfaff Quilt Ambition 635. I put the link to the actual machine in the video description for you guys, and it's on sale. So huge sale. And I also have done a whole bunch of videos, like even just yesterday. There's a $75,000 long arm quilting machine. Have you seen it? I wrote a blog about it. It's on my website under sewing tutorials. Crazy, $75,000. That's nuts. Okay, so I'm going to start just like this, you guys, with the tiniest little angle. The folds of the fabric are always going to be to my left. I'm going to zigzag backwards, then come forwards. And this is how we're going to start the rug. And I haven't watched a video for how to do this. So we're going to wing it. And honestly, I don't remember making the other one at all. But yeah, lo and behold, there it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I bought that fabric probably, the first few weeks. Yeah, way too many zeros for, hey, Heather, lucky you, they have a payment plan, which, no shade. If you can afford something like that, by all means, right? I cannot afford that. I would love it, but I cannot afford that. So we've got this set on the widest zigzag here. I've got it set at 7 and 6. And like I say, I always zigzag a little bit back first and then come forward. So we're going to do that. We're going to have our needle in the needle down position. Everybody knows I'm loving on this Pfaff machine since the first day I got it. My other one crapped out live on YouTube. We unboxed this one, so there was a vote, and it was no, get the new machine out. So, what's everybody's week been like? What's everybody been up to? You'll notice here, if you're just joining in, there's quite a few people that have an icon next to their name, and they are channel members here. So hello to all of the channel members that come back week after week after week to watch. And I did put out a new members only video this morning. Did anybody watch it? Hello! Boop, she says. Hi, Chelsea. Chelsea, lots of things have been going on here. Have you rewatched any of the lives from the last couple of weeks, or would you like a recap? That's crazy. How is your visiting with getting to know your, what would they be, new in-laws? Okay, this is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. It's Heather, crap, it's Monday and it got cold again. Okay, Heather watched it. So we have a new series out for the channel members. And it comes out every Monday morning now. And it's called Motivation Mondays. And it's me telling you guys how to get it together. It's essentially what it is. In-laws are great. Fantastic. Okay, let's looky here at what's going on. My bobbin wasn't wound right from the start. Oh no. Okay. We've got to pick this back. And I haven't been in this room since I sewed last week's rug. And I still haven't found my thread ripper, my seam ripper. But yeah, the bobbin thread, it wasn't even put in there right. So now I got to start all over. Dang nabbit. Or other words. I'm sure you can fill in some of the blanks because I've just made a mess of my machine here. How did I manage to do that? I thread a whole bunch of bobbins before I went live today because remember this spool of thread here was causing me some issues last week. And so I thought, well, if I wind a bunch of bobbins off of it, maybe that'll help alleviate some of that problem. Because the thread just kept winding around the bottom of the spool and driving everybody bonkers. So we got new thread out, and then hopefully this will work better today. Oh my gosh. Just once, I'd like to get on a live video, just once, and have everything that needs to line up just actually work. And I'm going to blame the machine, but it's me because I'm always in a hurry. Like I'm in a hurry to get onto the lives as well. Hi, Rita. Welcome. I'm screwing things up again. Big surprise. Okay, we're making a round rug here today. So we need to just tear back the few little threads that I started with, and we're going to start all over. That's frustrating. But that'll learn me to start things before I actually check to make sure the machine is threaded properly. Okay, one more time for the cheap seats. So officially, this is my second round jelly roll rug because I made one in 2019. I just totally forgot I'd done it. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that fabric. Yep, no, that's totally me. I did that. Hi, Franny Mae. I tried a round rug a few weeks ago and it started to turn into a lovely bonnet or mushroom top hat. Okay, well, we're going to hopefully help you out with that today because I am going to talk to you about how to keep everything flat. And the other thing is I do have a tutorial that I did just a couple of weeks ago. It's on another live and it's with the fabric from Connecting Threads. I'll show you the rug so that you can see what it looks like. I should have pulled it out because, of course, I knew somebody would have a question. It's Jolie Maison from Connecting Threads. So I just did a video with this one. Beautiful, stunning fabric. And it's a live step-by-step tutorial where the camera is right up in here. So go and have a look on the lives. And if you can't find it, email me and I'll send you the link. My email is Home Stitchery Decor at gmail.com. So my channel name at Home Stitchery Decor. Linda says, thanks YouTube for throwing me in the twilight zone. Jesus, started typing and then poof, it was gone. And that is why the angle or the video stream is up and down again today. Like, I set up the camera the exact same way every single time. And when I go to push live, it says change your stream to a different orientation and it won't let me go live unless I change it to up and down. They don't give you an option to turn it back to the other orientation. And I'm like, I know it's there because I've had it out, like you've seen them before, right? But it's so freaking frustrating. I'm like, why can't you just make the button like easy? I'm going to have to email them and say, listen, this is an actual problem and I am pretty technologically advanced. So what is going on here? Okay. Two things are happening. It's screwed up again. And this thread coming off of here is still not working. So I do have a little bit of this thread left. We'll try this one out. And then I wound some extra bobbins in case I needed them to like actually work as thread because that other one wasn't working. So that's the same thread and I don't even know where I got it from. It's been sitting in my drawer for quite a long time. And I think I got it like from an embroidery shop here in Calgary was going under and they were having like a massive clear out sale on all of their stuff. So I went over there one day and bought pretty much everything I could find that would help me in my sewing business, like in great big huge boxes of it, and then brought it home. So I think that thread might have come out of there and they might have, I don't know, ordered it off a vessel from a different country and now it doesn't like me. Okay, so we'll try this again. We're not getting very far here today. And this is, I guess, to my point too, where we were talking last week. And we said that where your attention goes, results follow. And I have not sewn a round rug, so I expect this one to be a little more difficult today. So in answer to your question, we are sewing a cotton, what we call a jelly roll rug. It's a washable cotton rug that is very popular amongst crafters in North America. So lots and lots and lots of people are making these, and I've made thousands of them, just not in the round style. And so today we thought we'd give it a whirl And we've got a bunch of channel members on here, and we do like a sewing chat, members only giveaways kind of stuff here on the channel. So it's kind of fun. Okay, well, this is going much better. So what I'm doing right now is on the fabric as it's feeding in, I'm pushing on the inside of it, these tiny, tiny, tiny little puckers, and that's giving the literally the give on the outside of the fabric. So that is all I'm doing here close up. And in that other video with the Jolie Maison fabric from Connecting Threads, you can see me with the camera right up here in everybody's business. So go back and watch that live. Okay, so what did I get up to this week? Is anybody interested? You know, because it's all about me here. But I am running the live, and, you know, we need to keep it entertaining. So we were saying this rug in these colors reminded us of Mrs. Roper from Three's Company. Linda would like to know what's going on. Well, first of all, I have not crafted in this room since we made the rug last week. Nothing, not a darn thing, like literally nothing. So what did I do instead? My taxes. I'm going to pause for the sympathy. I got them all ready and off to our accountant. So we had a meeting there with the accountant last week. We've actually got a new accountant. So we're pretty excited about that because our old one, I don't know, the last couple of years, she just has been failing to communicate. In fact, I went back on a couple of questions that I had last year that I had sent emails on, and she still hadn't replied. So I'm like, oh, well, there's a reason. So we've got a new accountant, and they're like in a neighboring community. Whereas before we were going to like a small town just outside of Calgary, which isn't far. I mean, it's only probably took us, 25, 30 minutes to get to that office. But I'm super excited to have somebody close. Every time I try to, I change a vendor for anything, I try to get like somebody that's like super close, whether it be a doctor, dentist, physio, massage therapy, anything like that. I don't want to have to drive for anything. So just keep networking and meeting some fabulous people that actually live like really close to our community. So I mean, just as so much value to your life if you can do that instead of like driving and, because you go and then you're always like, well, I'll just stop at this other place. And then, there's another couple hours that's gone out of your day and you spent money you didn't mean to and all that kind of stuff. So, and then the other thing that's going on, which is, I guess, the biggest news is my shoulder is frozen. Like, goodness. I think I'm just at that age. All you ladies will know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, one day you wake up and it's this thing over here, and then the next day you wake up and something else over here. Okay, so this is going spectacularly well. This is going way better than I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be heck when I first started the round and round here. Amazing. So basically, all I'm doing now is just feeding the fabric in. I'm hardly even squishing around the corners, and it's just going like super flat. So here's the trick with this. You need to feed the fabric in without pushing it either direction. So if you push this fabric in this way, you're going to have a pucker, or if you're making an oval rug, that will cause a kidney, like a kidney shape. And if you pull this fabric here, you're going to have a bowl shape. So you need a flat surface. Oh, Chelsea, that's bummer. You started to get wrist pain, had to give up crochet. Linda says, you know the feeling. Oh, gosh. And Fanny, ditto. Well, see? So yeah, it's not just me with the frozen shoulder. So you need a nice flat space here. I can't give you my exact table because I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. But if you click the link to the sewing machine, that same company has fabulous, fabulous, fabulous furniture there as well. And they ship all over United States. And yeah, it's just the most cohesive collection of sewing stuff that I've seen is from Sewing Machines Plus. So I put the link in the video description for you guys. And it doesn't, I was, you get onto these Facebook groups and everybody's like, you need to buy your machine right from your local shop. I completely agree. You should support local when you can. If you find a machine from a larger venue that's on sale, buy the dang machine. You can always get your machine serviced at those local shops. They have access to all the parts and everything. So don't get stuck in your head. And especially like if you need to grow your business and you need a little bit of a payment plan, it can really help out. So what did I say this one was at? I want to say it was at 1,700. And if you could make, like if you're starting out your sewing business, you can buy 5 really cheap machines that you're just going to chuck in the garbage. Fact. Or you can buy a decent machine for what you need. I'm not saying you have to start at 1,700. They have lots of different varieties on there. This one, though, has been an absolute game changer for me because it's so reliable with all the fancy stitches. So just bear in mind, don't get too stuck in your head about, oh, I can't buy that machine because nobody will service it if I buy it on. That's not true. If you buy it online, you can still take it somewhere to get it serviced. So, and they're in California. So I know there's a lot of viewers here on the channel that are from that area as well, because I can see you in my analytics. So shout out to CA. I don't know why you don't watch lives. Maybe it's because of the time. Because I typically do my lives at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and that's probably like 1 p.m. California time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm on Mountain Standard Time. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm going to do this. Okay, it's official. I'm making some round rugs now, folks. I was just going to do this for fun, for the channel. But yeah, no, this is, I dare say, easier than an oval rug. Thoughts? Okay, so what else did we do? Oh, we went to therapy a couple of times for my shoulder, and got some good acupuncture started on it. So far, it has not unlocked. Still a little sore. So I'm basically hitting it with everything: vitamins, hydration, massage, Voltaren, ibuprofen, TENS unit, warm, wet, heat, acupuncture, ultrasound. Like, come on, you can do it. So it's kind of limited how much I can do here, physically in the studio. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously my body's screeching at me to have a rest here, so I'll go work on other things. Oh, what did I work on? Okay, I'm so excited. I posted the members only video, and in the video description, I posted one of the newest blogs that I did. And essentially this last week, all I've done is blog, Pinterest, connect the blogs, make short form videos for the blogs, tag all the advertisers in the blogs. Are you sensing a theme here? I don't know why y'all show up every week. They're like, this girl is weird. And, I'm just going to find my people here. Oh, I might be able to. This is amazing. I love this. Why didn't I make more round rugs? Why? What was wrong with me? Why did I have such a mental block about this? This is super easy. I will say the beginning was a little more annoying, but that's probably because I just haven't done it as many times as I've done the oval rugs. But yes, I've got a basket here on the side. If you're just joining right now, I've got a basket here with the strip in it. Oh, you can see it on the floor if it's in the video. I've got the folded edge to my left always. I've got my machine set on the widest zigzag that I can. I'm sewing at a pretty steady but not very fast pace. I find sometimes with the zigzag, the faster you go, the more chances you have of having like skipped stitches and whatnot. And I'd prefer not to have that. So I would really prefer not to have that. So in my on my website now, I want to pivot more to building my website. If you go and look at it, it kind of looks a little bit crappy. If you know what to look for, it really doesn't look that great. It's not that easy to navigate. Some of my products need to be linked together, all that kind of stuff. Oh, you had to do work and miss 15 minutes. Well, Heather, that's it. You're fired. No more, Heather. Heather, I was just saying my shoulder's frozen. I've been to acupuncture. Ouch. I think it's menopause. Sewing the round rug is way easier than I expected it to be once I got the center. I did my taxes like they're at the accountant, and I've been writing a ton of blogs. So when I started my website, I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I got heavily involved in making all the products and taking everything off to the markets. And that was fun. I had a great time. My issue with the markets is when I was doing summer markets, I was away from my husband all the time. And I would have to be crafting nonstop in order to just keep up my supply for what I was selling at the craft markets. So I had staff that was helping me. And it was just seemed like a cycle that was just, I was stuck in a cycle and I wasn't ever going to get to the next level. And, the next level would be like brand partnerships, affiliate marketing, that kind of stuff. Like I have the affiliate links now, right? But the partnerships, like essentially, like if you're a paid content creator, that starts when you've got 10,000 subscribers on a combination of your platforms. And technically I have that now, and there's a couple like brand partnerships that I want, but when I went back and looked at my website, I was like, I don't think this is good enough yet. I really don't. And not just being hard on myself. I just really want everything to be in order. So when I do get those brand deals, the money is like, okay, this girl's got it together money, instead of, oh, she's an up and comer, or, she's okay, but she wouldn't be like top tier for us. And, I'm responsible to change that. So I started with the blogging, getting everything put back onto my Pinterest properly, a consistent, some consistent brand colors. I'll have to go back and remake thumbnails for YouTube, that kind of stuff. But I don't know if you've seen a couple of my thumbnails. Well, you maybe did if you're on the members only one today. Just a little more eye-catching. So I've got quite a bit of work to do with that to get everything cleaned up. And I want to have my products where they link into one another and where each product has a natural upsell to it while you're on my website. So I know how to do it. I have been doing it. It's just a lot when you've already got the products on there. You're better to start from scratch. So I've just been going back and fixing a bunch of that stuff. Yay! I'm pretty excited. So then when I reach the 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, it's going to be hopefully everything looks a little more cohesive and better. So the blogs that I have on there right now are a lot about how to start Shopify and build it from scratch. And if you are starting your own business, I highly recommend going and reading those so you don't do what I did, which was just start and then go back and fix stuff because it's harder. And I didn't know any better, but now that I know better, I teach it, and I think a whole bunch of people could benefit from that. Has anybody read the blogs? Seen them on there? They're not all linked together. That's also, part of the process. The blogs all need to be linking together, but it's coming. And they're a lot more work than I actually thought they were going to be. I was like, oh yeah, I'll whip off like 20 blogs a week. And I'm like, oh no, I'm at like, maybe one a day right now. So, but that's okay. It'll come. It'll come. And I have got this last week, I got 2 online orders, which I typically don't get a lot of online orders. Like I get, some, but I don't advertise my products that much throughout the year. I focus on Christmas. So it was nice to get a couple of, pretty good orders there too. So these rugs, if you're new to the channel, we're using jelly roll strips or fabric strips. They're cut at 2.5 inches. They are mitered together, so you end up with one big long strip. They are sewn around into a tube with the clover tube maker, and we use this Pellon jelly roll strip, 100% cotton fleece with scrim. And what scrim is, one of my viewers told me, is a netting that goes around the cotton that holds everything together. And I try to use the highest quality batting that I can use and a good quality fabric, because if you don't, you're going to cry. The cheaper you try to do this project, the more time it will take you, and you actually won't make any money if you're trying to sell them, because it just gets to be so dang frustrating. So I think this one is going to be 40 strips. I think that's what's in the basket right now. And I am loving it. All right, I'm going to be quiet until somebody starts chatting back. Ask questions. Tell us what's going on in your world. Tell us where you're from, what kind of projects you've been working on. If you are on the channel anyway, you can go to the community tab and go and look at what Heather did. Holy crap. Heather made these amazing Easter baskets out of this stuff. They are so good. I got to have a chat with Heather of like, okay, I don't know how we're going to do this, but like, we need to figure out how to get Heather to make a tutorial for it, which I could then share on the channel and like, I don't know, pay her for, like get the pattern onto my website and then, get her paid for the pattern. Like, how could we do that? It's amazing. It is so good. Did you come up with that yourself? I meant to reach out to you this last week and I just, I forgot. That's what happened. I forgot. But holy crap. I went onto the community tab, and I really should go on there like every single morning to go see what people have posted. But they're so good. Like, they're so good. Good luck with the website. I had luck with arthritis cream. Yes, I have a round rugs. Oh, I say make the round rugs and see how they sell. Oh, that's a good tip. Yeah, see how they sell. Every single thing I've made has sold, and people have asked me for years, do you have any round rugs? Do you have any round rugs? And I just, honestly, I was so busy with the ovals. I was like, I don't have time. So I didn't make them. But this year I said, instead of doing summer markets, I'm going to focus on the products that people have been asking me to make and add them into my repertoire of products. so that when I am at the market and somebody says, hey, do you have a round rug? I can say, why, yes, they are right here. Or do you have, and try teapot cozies? Do you have a teapot cozy? Why, yes, they're over here. Yeah, Chelsea, did you go see her work? It was so good. It's so good, Heather. Like, really, it's so good. Did you have a pattern for it? We all want to know the tea. I wish I had a picture. Um, I mean, really, not even just a picture. Heather, send me a basket. I promise I won't sell it. I just want to show it off on the channel. Oh, we'll figure that out. But yeah, if it got, uh, get you some sales or whatever, I would be willing to do that. Yeah, it's all beautiful. The stuff is just gorgeous. I mean, so on the channel there is a community tab, and that's where we're talking about where you guys can go and share your creations with us, and we can all drool and ooh and ah and be like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to make that, but isn't it fabulous, and could I buy one off of somebody else? Oh yeah, buy a basket. Freaking, that's exactly what we need to do. I need to buy a basket. Come on, Heather. That's what needs to happen. I need to buy the basket. Yes, why am I asking for things? Not that I would take it and do anything with it other than, promote it. But yeah, definitely I could buy a basket. That would be amazing. Good call, Chelsea. You're always so clever. And we haven't seen you here in forever, so spill the tea. Where have you been? You and Steph. And the lives have switched to Mondays at 2 because I'm available on Mondays. I had a change in other working, what would you even call it? Other work. Like I just don't have that work anymore. So I shuffled a couple of other things around so I could consistently be off on Mondays. And isn't that a nice feeling when you're 51 years old and not working on Mondays, like where you have to like leave your house? So I'm pretty psyched about that. And the last two have actually been really good. So last Monday I was up pretty early, did a really good workout, did a whole bunch of stuff around my house, and then got into the studio here, did the lives, and recorded the Motivation Monday video that you guys saw today. And then last night I was deep into some work. So I actually stayed up till 2 in the morning getting some workout. And then this morning I didn't get up till 9. And then I did a big workout and, did some stuff around the house. And now it's like, okay, well, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I can be live on screen here. Oh, goodness. Chelsea says she's lost 4 people at work and really behind at work. No overtime allowed yet. What? Working a second job in the evening and going to school. Just busy. Oh my gosh. Girl, what are you taking in school? If you don't mind us asking. You don't have to share anything you're not comfortable sharing here, by all means. That's a lot. You must be younger than me. That's what's happening there. You are younger than me. Okay, this beige thread is done off this spool. And I'm going to have just a quick look to see if I've got another beige thread anywhere before I use the bobbins that I threaded, because that's going to be annoying. Or bobbins that I wound, sorry. But I don't think I have another beige. And that one, oh, I have a little one here. We'll use that. We'll use this one up first. But that one spool, public administration, 40 this year. Oh, girl. It'll hit you. Yeah, that's a lot. Even at 40, that's a lot. Hello, Alamutho. Welcome. Hello. So you haven't been here for a while. I think we should probably stop at some point really quick here and show Chelsea what's in the members only pack, because holy moly, man, we put some more stuff in there and you haven't been here for like forever. So why don't I rethread the machine and then we'll go over the members only pack and show you guys what's up. What's up? Yes, it's so nice. You girls always welcome, or you people, you girls. It's mostly ladies here. Let's be honest. It's so nice when there's a new person here for them to get welcomed. So welcome. I hope you like it here. We have fun. I'm from Canada. Most of my viewers are from the United States, England, Australia. According to my analytics, India. And gosh, where do we have? We had South Korea. We had Taiwan one day. And this is my business. And I just showcased it all here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we do have the paid members gift prize. It's so, I look at the pile and I'm like, please, can we get to 150 paid members so I can get this out of my craft room? Come on, guys. Okay, in all seriousness, I'm being serious. We need to get this out of here. What am I going to do with all this at Christmas? Okay, so this is the members only prize pack. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we'll do a live draw out of those people and you'll be sent this package if you're the winner. We'll do randomizer. What can we win with the membership? Lots of shameless promotion. Okay, you're getting members only content now. You've got members only discounts on the digital products. We've got this massive gift prize, which is well over 1,000 Canadian dollars now. And it's $2 a month to join. And we're sitting at 29 members and we need 150. And I'd like to change the rules, but I kept saying that on every single video. So we're kind of going to look like, not very nice people. I was going to use another word. Not very nice people if we do it before we have the members. So the founding members for a couple of bucks. And yeah, I'm doing my best to get you guys some actual valuable content for the members only portion of it as well, plus writing the blogs. And then once I'm done writing the blog series for the How to Craft with Shopify, I'm going to make some next level content that I'm going to put into a little course. And the members only are going to get a wicked discount on that course. Of course, it's going to be affordable anyway, but I want to make sure that the members get, even a better deal on that. Okay, we're going to figure that out, Heather. Also, I need to buy a basket from you so I can have it, so I can show it on the channel. And then we'll work on that. We'll figure out how to get you a pattern. I mean, I don't want to take anybody else's content and take it like away from them because that's like a really crappy thing to do, but her basket is so freaking good. Okay, so how to join the channel. Hi, Boot. Hello, welcome back. How to join the channel on your screen. There's a $sign. You can join from there. In the video description, there's a link that says join the channel membership. You can go back to my main channel at any time, that little icon, and right next to where it says subscribe, it'll say join the channel, and it's $2 a month. And it doesn't matter where you live, pay your $2 a month. And then when we reach the 150 paid members, we're going to draw this. So we added last week one of my actual original designs. So this is my own textile design, Daisy mouse pad. So Christmas was the first time I had those out. We've got an actual jelly roll rug. So a nice small rug for your bathroom or kitchen. See how big this pile is? Stuff is just flying everywhere. Now, I need to reach down here because we lost the jelly roll tube maker. You'll get one of those. We've got, Chelsea, your reindeer are waiting for you. These are my own SVG designs. If you want the designs and you're a paid member, go to the where we have the community tab. You'll see the members only post to get your own discount code for this. And if you're not a channel member, there's a smaller discount code for you. There are 2 sewing kits here for the oven mitts. So we've got the gray oven mitts here, so you can make yourself a set. And all of these lives, all of these products, there's lives on the channel or tutorials, so you can go back and watch them at any time. Then we've got the Super Cozy Sewing Kits in the coral floral fabric. You can make yourself a set of 4. Again, tutorial. We've got the 20-inch coral floral pillow sham. So that will fit a 20 by 20 inch pillow insert. We've got the matching tea towel. This fabric is from this line of fabric. So we did that a couple of weeks ago. We've got 2 Robert Kaufman reversible Christmas placemats, just like that, cha-cha. We've got Christmas tea towels, a couple of those. We've got another tea towel that matches that coral floral fabric line in the yellow. We have another gray kitchen tea towel. We've got 2 packs of fridge magnets, one in black and white fabric, one in Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric. We've got a jelly roll. This is Whitney Court. They don't have this fabric anymore. I checked yesterday. So this is from Connecting Threads. You will get a jelly roll. You will get a copy of my book, From Zero to YouTuber, which is available on Amazon, where you can learn to start, grow, and scale your own YouTube channel. We've got a couple of Christmas cards. These are my own original designs as well. They're not on the website yet. They will be before Christmas this year, but that's the way it is. We've got the Pfaff Quilters kit. It's got 2 quilting rulers, rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of needles. And then on the bottom of it, it has the rotating cutting mat. And then the coup de grace, the final grand poobah, is we've got the Accuquilt Studio stocking die. So all of this will be sent to you free of charge if you're the winner. And we still need 120 paid members of the channel in order to trigger that draw. So we're just going to keep on working on it until it works, because that's literally how it works. So I'll put my huge pile over here, and welcome if you're a new channel member. We're going to get there one day, ladies and gentlemen. One day soon, it will all come together. Yeah, I've seen that black. I had it at one point, to be honest. I had black, yellow, bumblebee, and sunflowers, and it was like this beautiful color line. But it has it's gone right now. So I know that, and I really want a new red. And I thought I placed an order for a whole fabric line of red. But apparently all I did was put myself on the wait list for it. And then while we were in Mexico, they fulfilled it and I didn't get it. And I was like, oh crap. I put myself on the wait list, but then I didn't get the notification about, hey, we still have this and you're on the wait list for it. Do you want it still? Thing. And I was like, crap. So I didn't get the red one. And honestly, I've been really busy, so I haven't even been fabric shopping because I have tons and tons and tons of fabric in here. And I could sew probably for the entire year. Well, probably. Let's be real. I could sew for 4 years and not run out of fabric in this place. So, and when you're not sewing very much and working on blogs, it seems a little overwhelming how much fabric I have and how much I should be making for Christmas markets, but yeah, I don't know. You just can't do everything. And when my shoulder's jammed, it's just been a little hard to use the Accuquilt cutter and the rotary cutter and all that kind of stuff. So a little bit difficult. Now the fabric from Connecting Threads there, Whitney Court, yes, it's out of stock, but the Jolie Maison fabric is still there and you can buy yardage of it. So I've put the link for Connecting Threads in the video description with my discount code So please go ahead. If you want it, make sure you use the discount code and get 15% off your purchase. This might be my new Zen project, sewing round rugs. What the crap was I thinking that these were going to be so much harder? Because, well, I think like I sewed the first one the first year. I completely forgot I had sewn it. Like until I was going over media this weekend, and there it was in this old Pinterest pin. I was like, yeah, oh my gosh, I made that. And I think because I was just learning everything at the time, I felt like that one was harder. But this is way easier than an oval rug. And a little bump here, but it'll settle, I think. So again, just don't push or pull anything. Don't pull this up until the rug's really big and then fold it in half, but keep whatever is going in here perfectly at the same tension. Let the machine do the work. All you're doing is guiding it. And I just went off a tiny little bit there, but that's okay. I can fix that one later. I was yapping instead of watching. So I've got a little opening about this big, but I can always go back and fix that later. Now, something I did here last week, and I went over, I think I went over this on the last video. Oh, no, I didn't. This wasn't where it was. Okay. Got to get my thought together here. How am I going to say this? Okay. I did a video last week on Go Imagine shutting down. If you don't know what Go Imagine was, it got announced last year, and it was supposed to be like Etsy's competition, like up and coming competition. And I kept an eye on it on this website for the last year, thinking, is this going to be any better? And this is 40. It's a 40 weight embroidery thread. So I kept watching this Go Imagine website thinking, is this going to be any better than Etsy? They had a membership aspect to it, which was really low. Some sellers paying as low as $2.50 a month. Now, I have a channel membership on YouTube where you pay $2 a month, but I am not trying to grow multi-million-dollar business at $2.50 a month. So here's what, you're welcome. I see your comment. Here's what happens when you attract low buy-in people. They don't care. They don't have enough skin in the game to care. So it's not completely shut down now. So even if you go and look at some of the products that are on there, they kind of look like crap. And then the guy was interviewed, like the founder or whatever was interviewed on this other channel. Anybody can go watch it if they want to. And he said, we could never get it going to the point that it needed to be at. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's your own dang fault. Because if you sell a $5 product, you get $5 buyers. That's what happens. And they come with a whole bunch of problems that you can't even imagine. Every single thing with a $5 person is a $5 problem. It comes with a $5 mindset or a $2.50 or $2.50 mindset. That's what happens. They should have upped the price on it. They would have need fewer people to support the channel, and then they should have incentivized. This is all my opinion, of course, right? Should have incentivized the people that were supporting it through. I don't know how. There's got to be a way to incentivize them if they're selling on the platform, or make a crap load of media that all of the sellers could share. And none of that, as far as I know, was done. So I didn't see any media posts come out there that said, okay, we're a grassroots, basically is what it is, right? A grassroots company that's trying to compete with Etsy because we feel their practices are not meeting the needs of small crafters. So had they taken some of the money that they earned and literally, said to every single person that was on there, share this on your media. Here's our professional media, right? We made it. Here's, Pinterest pins. Here's Instagram posts. Here's posts that you can put up on your website. Anything like that. I didn't see it. Kind of like eBay, I get lots of requests to drop my prices when I sell on eBay. I just don't bother anymore. Yeah, we can talk about eBay till we're blue in the face, right? But I'm saying he's trying to grow the platform. And if the barrier to entry is you have to pay $2.50 a month to be a seller on there, and then there's no way to promote it other than, word of mouth. And he was saying on this interview, I needed to get to I think it was like 12,000 sellers on there at $2.50 a month, but they could never get there. They were always stuck around 7,000. Don't quote me like verbatim on the numbers, but the numbers always went up, much the same as my channel membership, right? The numbers always went up and then they went back down and then they went up and then they went back down. And they could never get to that next threshold. So instead of getting, you get stuck in your own head of like, why didn't I sew the round rugs? You get stuck in your own head. But I'm not running trying to be a multi-million-dollar corporation that competes against Etsy, right? Like they should have had a meeting of like, okay, well, how could we actually pivot this? And really lean into the grassroots angle, I think would have been the answer. Like really lean into it. Like lean into it so freaking hard that every crafter in the world would be like, I want to go there because it's supporting other crafters. And the common feeling I get right now is that nobody really wants to sell on Etsy either because it's all, it's the second you put your stuff up there, you get stolen by Temu. There's just no easy answer for it. So I know I'm ranting here a little bit, and maybe this is some, like higher level business management stuff that you have absolutely no interest in because you're here watching me sew my second jelly roll rug, round jelly roll rug, I might add. I feel like I should have done this. I got a little wave here. I'm hoping it settles. Not quite happy with that. But do you hear what I'm saying? Like just really lean into the point of like every single crafter wants to go there. There's there's handmade marketplaces, there's Michael's handmade marketplace. Everybody's trying to do it, but they're all trying to put a corporate spin on it. And they answer to their shareholders, which is why, Etsy does the things that they do, because ultimately they're a publicly traded company and they're there to make money. So they don't really give a crap about the girl, selling rugs unless it's actually making them money, right? Anyway, that's my take on it. I think they did it poorly and now it's shutting down. And I think they could easily pivot that still if they wanted to, do a Hail Mary of like, okay, well, this is, literally, like I had no outreach about it. And I'm a pretty popular YouTuber at this point, right? Like 9,000 subscribers. If you're trying to go for grassroots people, like send them a freaking email and introduce yourselves. Like go through the YouTube and be like, who are the popular crafters and how could we get the word out about this platform? I saw none of that. I never saw anything about it except for the first announcement that they were going to be the competition, and then turns out wah not so much. What do you all think about that? Yeah. My nervous giggle of like, am I going to get raked over the coals here? Or like, I think I'm right. I wish there was a central location where Shopify channels can promote their items to get more business. So, I have thought about this recently a lot of like, what if at one point we got to the point where my business was big enough that I had other people promote their products on my stuff, right? Like it would have to be like high-end on brand, stuff. And I don't know exactly how I would do that on Shopify yet. Years ago when I was heavily involved with, I don't want to say who it is. I don't want to say who it is because I might throw him under the bus for it. But I was heavily involved in a really high-end tech company that integrates with Pinterest. And one of their developers that I was working with on, a weekly basis or whatever, I had said to him at one point, do you think you could develop something like this for me and be a paid partner for it? But at the time he was working for this other platform, and I think didn't really know how to do it himself and couldn't really take it on because it could have been a conflict of interest. So I thought about it. I'm like, how hard would it be to be like, okay, well, you keep your inventory at your place. All the pictures need to look like this. And, you need to make your media look like this. And you need to put it out like this, but it links over here. And then when the sale comes through, you get notified of it and you're responsible to fulfill it. And I have to take a fee for running it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we're like an online boutique where everyone has a connection to the store, like IRL boutiques or Etsy. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think we're on a similar wavelength here. I hear what you're saying. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because I think if you attract enough of the right people, it would actually be doable. But I'd have to figure out how to do it. Yippers. Yeah. And then there'd have to be like, a contract sign or whatever that's like, the fee to be here is this percent. And like nobody should work for free. Don't ever work for free. There's a cost to running every kind of business, right? So if I was going to do that and get to that level, obviously I have to charge a fee for doing something like that. But because you're not corporate, it doesn't have to be as expensive as, an Etsy seller that's, literally paying out, well, I don't know if they pay dividends, but they're responsible to their shareholders. I hear what you're all saying, but it sounds like Greek to me. So, okay, Heather's maybe not on the techie side of it, but she's sure the heck on the creative side of it. Have you seen the baskets, people? Like, I'm not going to shut up about them because they're so freaking good. So, Heather, if there was a place, like if you could put your baskets onto my website and you were given, you have to take this picture in a square format instructions, right? And there was a way for you to share that product and we put it onto my website and then we share it. And then you have, a place where you can host the products, but you once the product was purchased, you get the payment less the percent you pay me for hosting. Questions? Concerns? Have we lost the entire audience? How many people are watching? I can't see. Everybody just clicked sign off because it's like they don't get it. I just lost my entire YouTube audience. I don't know how many. Can somebody tell me how many people are still watching and thinking, oh my gosh, either these girls are geniuses or, this is not what I signed up for. Yeah, like renting a square on the site. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get it. Okay. I have a sister. I don't talk to any of my family, but I have a sister not tends to, I mean, every single sentence that comes out of her mouth is meant to confuse and essentially belittle the person standing next to her because they aren't educated in the thing that she is talking about. That really bothers me. So, if I'm ever talking in a language you don't understand, please stop me and be like, Could I have that in English, please, Jolene? I don't mind, honestly. I would rather, when it's coming out of your head the first time, because that's the first time it's come out of my lips in a way that I'm speaking to like my YouTube audience. I'm not always the best with breaking it down as it's coming out of my mouth, right? Not so easy. Not so easy. Not so easy. So right now, I'm just taking a tiny little bit of weight off of this side. Yeah. Dumb it down for me. Yeah. I mean, and that's not a derogatory statement. I guess some people wouldn't like the word dumb. Like I prefer to use in English, please, for the rest of us. Like my ADHD does that with words in my mouth. Yeah, it's just I have obviously I obviously have a little bit of ADHD, a little bit of dyslexia, a little bit of ADHD, and a little bit of OCD. So, yay! Yay! But my house is typically clean. I love the rug, Rita. I love it. I'm going to show you guys when it's done the difference between the round and the oval one that's sitting over there that we did. It's coming out so beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So 2 nights ago, my husband came up to me and he said, I just saw this thing on Instagram. He was killing himself laughing. And basically it was a post that said, would you stay in your house for 5 days for $50,000? And he came up to me and, hi, Fran. He came up to me. Oh, Heather says, gosh, I think we are sisters, right? A little bit of OCD, ADD, and what was the other one I said? Oh, dyslexia. I have that too. A little bit. So if you see something on my website, for God's sake, tell me, because I'll get the words or the letters mixed up like all the time. And I try to like edit everything before I actually post it, like edit it into like a word program or whatever, just to make sure like I've got all the spelling right. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm absolutely in love with it. Such beautiful craftsmanship and attention to detail. Thank you, Lara. Lara Sewing. Thank you. And Fran, we don't know where you're from. So say hi, Fran. Everybody welcome Lara. Anyway, so my husband came up to me and he said, yeah, there's this post on Instagram. And it says, would you stay in your home for $50,000 for 5 days with no contact with anybody? And he's laughing because he's like, yeah, oh, here's you, dear. And I said, it'd be even better. And he's like, if you pulled the blinds and turned your phone off like you always do. I'm like, yes. Because my phone is constantly off, constantly. And he'll come home and he'll like come through the house and like, how am I supposed to take you out for supper if you don't answer the phone? And I was like, oh, I never even thought about that. But yeah, definitely I don't want to cook. So let's go. So he finds it very, very, very frustrating. And I don't think I turned the ringer off of my phone today. So hopefully it doesn't ring in this video or it'll kick us out. What a bummer that would be. Lara Sewing says, you're very welcome. Have a wonderful broadcast and keep up the great work. Thank you. Yeah, sounds like a vacation. Yeah, exactly. Right? Everybody left me alone for a week? What? How awful. I mean, we definitely shouldn't do that. Can you imagine? And I love that comedian. I don't know if you've ever seen her. She's an Asian lady. She's freaking hilarious. And one of her clips that I saw one day, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years ago was like, can you imagine how successful I'd be if I had a wife? Yeah. I have a husband. I don't swing that way, but some days I think to myself, this would be a heck of a lot easier if there was a couple other women around here to help me out. Think of all we could get sewn. I know. One day, Heather, I'm going to come meet you in person and, get, put out your best sewing machine because I don't want to have to ship mine. and we'll just, I don't know, hang out for a week or something. Hope you like me, because my return ticket isn't booked till next Thursday. Oh, funny. Funny, 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 funny. I'm hoping I'm not going to run out of thread and have to use a bobbin, because that one beige thread will not unwind properly. It will wind a bobbin though, so I'll probably just order like another beige thread and then just use that one and like fill up, whatever, how many bobbins will take to get that off there, because I hate to waste anything, but it definitely is not coming off that spool correctly. So I think sometimes too, like, it doesn't matter the brand. Every time you buy something, like, something can happen in manufacturing that isn't consistent. And instead of throwing a hissy fit, I'm just like, oh, well, like, oh, well, like, oh, really? That's my biggest problem today? I've had some pretty big problems in the last couple of years, and I can assure you a thread spool not unwinding properly is not at the top of my list. So I will just use that for bobbins. It would be so much fun, wouldn't it? So recently my husband has been working for essentially my cousin, and because they're just in between contracts at his other work where they normally get these other bigger contracts. But my cousin's building a house, blah, blah, blah. He needs all kinds of help. So my husband's been out there. And then the cousin said to him, oh, would you like to come snowmobiling with us? And, I have an extra snowmobile, blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, what a great idea. I think you should do that. And I mean, I'm sure he's completely capable. He's rode snowmobiles when he was a kid. And he's like, well, you like to ride snowmobiles. You could maybe come and I'm like, no. This sounds like a man thing. I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, please don't invite me. I would like to stay home. Go for the whole weekend. Get yourself a hotel room and do what the boys do. Like, I don't know what, like, you guys are going to be so tired from snowmobiling, and then you're going to go to a bar and you're going to eat bad food and drink beer and, go to bed. That's what's going to happen. I don't need to be a part of that. I'll invite Heather up to my house and she can hang out here and sew with me. All right, changing the bobbin because it was out, and I've only got a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit on this spool, but I am going to use it up because I don't like to waste things. And then we'll have to change to a bobbin. Yeah, that's hilarious, right? Yeah, no, take your time. Seriously. We don't need to be here. We'll get Chelsea to take a week off. We'll figure out what the heck happened to Steph and see if she ever wants to come back. Be like, come with us. We booked a cruise, or we were staying at an Airbnb with our sewing machines for a week. And to be fair, it'd be a lot cheaper for you guys to come up here, by the way, because your dollar is so much, like, I'm from Canada, right? And your dollar is a lot higher than ours. So when you look at pricing in comparison, things are a lot cheaper for you guys. Okay, off we go. I kind of can't wait to hold this up to the oval rug. I think it's going to be fun. And just notice how I'm folding this. Like, I'm never pushing or pulling on the fabric going in. I'm just taking a little weight off the corners as I go. Like on this section here, right? Like, just folding it around. So it just takes a tiny little bit of pressure off of your sewing machine. Everything runs smoothly. This is where it helps to have a drop-in table and a nice big sewing surface. So if you can't afford a drop-in table, you can always do this with boxes taped together and like a plastic tablecloth on top of your boxes. But if you are at the, I need some actual professional furniture, go to the link in the video description, click on the sewing machine, and that website also has tons of furniture. I don't know if they're at their year end or what, but they seem to have a lot of discounted stuff here. Oh, what renovation show were you watching? Heather says, funny thing, I looked up where Alberta, Canada was just last night. No, I'm not stalking you. I was watching a renovation show and he was there. So pretty. Yeah, we do live in a pretty place. It's amazing. I live in Calgary, home of the Calgary Stampede, which basically none of us locals go to because we did when we were younger and, we all got drank and rodeoed out. And we're about an hour and 15 minutes away from Banff. So the Banff National Park, which I like to go to at least once a year. What's going on here? Usually with my book club girls for brunch at Christmas time. Okay, this thread is done. It's pulling off of here weird. So we can't know more. We'll finish up what's coming up down the weaving here, the threading, and then we're going to be done with it. It says no more, ma'am. Yeah, nobody in this, should I say this? We all think that guy's a shyster. And some of his homes have been flagged for construction problems. So he's not very popular anymore. He did this thing where he had like homes approved vendors, but I don't think they were actually all like really as good as they pretended to be. And, then of course, to get on his list, there was a fee or whatever for them to get promoted by him. And I think it was more about collecting the fees to promote them than it was about actually making sure they were decent contractors. Yeah, kind of crappy. So I don't know why. I'll probably get sued for defamation or something for that. But it's a well-known fact. So is it defamatory if it's true? Some of his homes have been flagged for things. And opinions are not always defamation. They're just, people yapping. That didn't work out like I planned, just so you know, with the bobbin. Oh. I just saw like one more stash of thread here, and I'm like, do I have any cream in here? I'm gonna have a boo. I love this IKEA drawer, except for the last 4 inches of it where it hides absolutely everything you could possibly need in the back. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to end the rug. There's only a couple strips left on it anyway, and then come back and do it like when I have new thread. You'd think I'd be smart enough to just order it last week, but nope, wasn't. I ended the video. I did the members only video, and then I hightailed it out of my sewing room for the week. Let's try it this way. Maybe it'll work this way. I just put the little spool thing, this thing up. Maybe it'll work. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. So again, if you're new to the rug sewing, when I start the thread again, I always put it on a straight stitch. I go backwards and forwards a couple of times, and then I turn it to a zigzag. And that way I don't have a big clump of thread with the zigzag, because it looks like crap to have a big, huge thing there. So, okay, this might work a little bit better. And we literally have like 3 strips here to do. So not too dramatic by any stretch. You know what I should do is I should do a video where I time sewing the oval rug versus sewing the round rug and see which one is quicker. I just finished The Nightingale. Have you read that? Spectacular. The book I read before that was by that Frida lady, The Housemaid, and then went and watched the movie for it because I am part of a book club. So there's 3 of us in the book club, and we typically read one book like every 6 weeks or so, and then we pick someplace fabulous to go because there's only 3 of us and we can all get along. And they've turned into a couple of my actually really good friends. This is not working. It's all wound up everywhere. Okay, guys, I got to buy some new thread, but we can basically see the end of this here. Sorry about that, because it's not working. So this is going to be the color that's on the end of it, this orange. But the bobbin isn't working, and that one, I don't even know where I got it, spool of thread is just, it almost feels like it's too not wound tight enough. And when it's pulling through, it's just flopping all this thread on the bottom and then catching in the machine. So that kind of sucks. I'm also, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So the newest audiobook that I just started is called New York. And I can't bring it up because it's on my phone and you guys are on my phone as to the author of it. But it basically tells the story of New York City from the 1600s all the way up to 9/11 is what I understand. And then we were just out, the girls and I were just out yesterday, and we went to this fabulous brunch spot that actually kind of was like a French cafe and had like a violinist and a pianist playing music, which was is so pretty and just really relaxing. So we went there, and our new book that we're going to read, because we have never read a classic, we're going to read Gone with the Wind, and then we're going to get dressed up in dresses and fancier, fascinator hats, and go out to a tea room. So that's the kind of weird I am. And I keep trying to scare Heather away, but she just keeps saying, "Oh my God, that's fantastic," and then wants to do the newest thing. Okay, so here is the rug that I just did. Sorry, I have to finish it, but I don't have the thread here. So here is the round. Oh gosh, that is pretty. Here's the round, and I'll have that orange strip around the outside of it. Love it. I do. This is so easy. So easy. And then here is the oval. And it's the same. I think I just hit my mic. Sorry about that, guys. It is the same amount of fabric. Try to do this again here. I feel like I need to turn the camera just a wee little bit for you guys, because you can't see enough of the rug. Yeah. So if you want to go have cucumber sandwiches with us, it'll be in about 6 weeks. Start reading Gone with the Wind. So there is the oval, and there is the round. Really quite fabulous. And I price my rugs based on the number of strips in them. So it doesn't matter to me if I'm making an oval one or a round one. At this point, I'm going to make some round ones because it's pretty easy. And if it goes quicker, obviously I would make more money off the rugs, right? Because if it went quicker and I charged the same amount for the strips, then that would work out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do a video. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. Because how long did this take? Not that long, right? Get it all set up. Get 2 rugs, maybe not 40 strip rugs. Maybe we could do it with like 30s, and then figure out which one sews quicker. Like set a timer where it's like, okay, Jolene's gonna sew. Set a timer and figure out which one is easier or faster to sew. Make sense? Yeah, very summary. I love them both. Thanks, Linda. Thank you. So that's what's going on here. Check out the blogs. They're pretty amazing. Well, like I said, I will tie all those blogs together and make that Shopify, How to Craft Business Shopify into a course. And of course, the course will have more detailed information, and there'll be a price for the course. It'll be really low because I just want to help people more than like you want to make money, that's fine. But help people. And then the members of the channel will get a really big discount on that course. So that's what I'm working on. And it takes a lot of work and the thinky stuff. And sometimes it's not, sometimes it's really hard to do all that thinky stuff when I actually have not like been to actual school for this. I've just learned everything that I know on my own for years and years and years. And the amount of learning that I have to do to get myself to that level has been insane. And I love it. And I'm super excited as to like where this can go for not only myself, but for other people. And it's fun. Like I'm having fun. I'm here at work and I'm having fun like every single day. So kind of amazing. So don't forget to join the channel membership or renew your membership if you have let it expire there. We're sitting at 29 members. Want. You guys got to tell your friends to come join because I keep putting out the videos and they're not doing as well as they used to. I don't know why. Something I have to learn, obviously. But yeah, that's what's in the prize pack right now. It is over 1,000 Canadian dollars. I did the math on it. It's at, I think it was 1,010 Canadian dollars now. I should write it down on my board. And then every time I add something in it, we'll do it. But yeah, it's a pretty good prize pack. So you are my friends. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to record the Motivation Mondays video. I have another video in my head because, of course, when I'm doing them, the next idea comes into my head and I'm like, okay, how do I put this together, right? So I start taking notes and then I put the notes all together as far as like the points that I want to hit in them. And then I plug all that into ChatGPT and I'm like, okay, can you help me write a script for this so that I don't get lost, so that I cover all the points that I want to make. And usually it's like, well, I've done 2 of them now, right? So the first one was pretty easy, kind of rolled off the top of my head. The second one I thought about while I was filming the first one. I was like, oh, this is what I should do next, right? And then the third one, same thing happened. While I was filming the second one last week, I was like, oh, this leads to this thing I should talk about. And yeah, so that's how they're getting done is, collect your thoughts, write down all the points that you can, remember from all the things that you've trained, put that into, the chat thing that's there to help you, and let it, give you a couple of filler sentences of like, this is how we could do this, or don't forget about this. And yeah, it's going really well. I love it. I like it. I love it. I'll be back next Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you all for being here again. As always, I really appreciate you. I'm so enjoying getting to know everybody on a more personal level all the time. And those were my thoughts on a contractor and on what went wrong with Go Imagine. And yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. So thanks everyone for being here. Bye-bye. We're going to work on other stuff now. See you later.